What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my full review of Google's latest phone, the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. So just before we start, let's just run through some of the hardware specifications of the Galaxy Nexus. It's got a 1.2 GHz OMAP dual core processor, and that processor really is plenty fast for everything that it needs to do. It's got a whopping 1 GB of RAM on board, which again adds to the excellent speed of the Galaxy Nexus, and it's also got, in Europe at least, 16 GB of onboard flash storage. Now in terms of the camera on the Galaxy Nexus, we've got a 5 megapixel rear facing camera with an LED flash, and that is capable of taking full 1080p video, and also on the front for video conferencing and such like, we've got a 1.3 megapixel camera. In terms of actually using the camera, it really is a joy to use now on the new operating system Ice Cream Sandwich Android version 4. You can now do things like touch to focus, where you can simply touch the screen and actually focus directly on the object that you're trying to take a picture of or take a video of. And when you're actually using the camera, you've got 3 modes. You've got the ability to take standard photos. You've also got video mode, which, like I said, captures in the full 1080p video simply by clicking on screen and choosing video mode. They've also put some nice additional little features in there. They've given you a whole load of effects. So we've got a range of really silly faces that you can overlay onto your video, along with some backgrounds as well. And they also give you flexibility over the quality of your video and also the white balance. Now previously on my channel I have done some video tests, so if you'd like to see those I will leave a link in the description. And also on the Galaxy Nexus we've now got a panoramic mode, where you simply go into the panoramic mode inside the camera application, move the camera around the area that you want to take the panoramic image of, and it simply does everything else for you. A really nice feature to have, brand new in Ice Cream Sandwich. The best thing about the Galaxy Nexus is the full 720p HD screen, which is actually a 4.65 inch screen and really is an absolutely stunning screen to use. Definitely the best screen that I have actually used on any kind of smartphone next to the iPhone 4S. Even though the screen is extremely large, it doesn't actually feel that large in the hand due to the thinness of the Galaxy Nexus. It really is quite a nice thin phone. Now I've already brought you a full tour of Android version 4 Ice Cream Sandwich, and again I will leave a link to the description below, and you can click on that and get a full breakdown of all of the new features in Ice Cream Sandwich. But one thing I'd like to mention is that in terms of the widgets on Ice Cream Sandwich, they really have put a whole lot of thought into the widgets, and they're really now very usable and an absolute joy to use. The operating system really does feel a lot snappier, everything's a lot more simple, and you can see here on screen, for example, things like killing off applications really is so much better than it has been on any of the previous versions of Android, going right back to version 2. Everything feels a lot smoother, and they really have put a lot of thought into simple things like the animation when you're actually sliding between the screens, and it really does make it an absolute pleasure to use. So very impressed with Ice Cream Sandwich, and I think it really does actually make the phone. Now like I say, I've already done a very detailed video on Android version 4 Ice Cream Sandwich, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But what I will say about this new operating system is that it is a huge improvement over any of the previous Android operating systems that have gone before it, and really do make this phone a very special phone. When you combine the detail and the quality and the definition of the screen alongside Ice Cream Sandwich and just the nice feel in general of the Galaxy Nexus, this for me, in terms of choosing an Android phone, is definitely the best option to choose. Even though phones like the Samsung Galaxy S2 have a much better specification and even a better camera, for me there really is only one choice when choosing an Android phone, and it's this one. I'd highly recommend it. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. See ya.